Welcome back. It is 3:49. You're with me, Martin Daubney, on this beautiful Friday afternoon here on GB News. Now, if, like me, you're looking forward to having a few bevies this weekend, then I've got some bad news for you, because the cost of a bottle of your brew is set to rise by 6p because, surprise, surprise, of a government policy. Yes, they've introduced what's been called a bevy levy. It's another tax in disguise, and it's designed to sap the joy out of life. I'm joined in the studio by Andrew Morgan, also known as the Beer Master UK. Andrew, you're an absolute legend. Thanks for coming in again. I know I've had a few beers with you before. You not only just know your onions about beer, you're also passionate about politics. But let's stick on this first. It's another green levy. It's another hidden tax designed to make out they're saving the planet, but really it's costing us a packet.
It seems crazy. I mean, glass is the most recycled object out there. We all know glass is good, and yet here we are in a situation where glass is going to be taxed. So what they want to do is remove glass because they want to move to cans, make it more affordable, make transport costs go. That all makes sense. But when we've grown up with a bottle of wine and a bottle of beer, it feels like, again, another fundamental part of our identity, our culture, just it's being chipped away. So, yeah, that 6p is 6p to us, but then you've got all the recycling centres. Yeah. So people have invested millions, hundreds of millions, into plants that can recycle glass. Due to the lack of glass that's going to happen, they're going to have to downsize, they're going to have to close, which, again, just feels like they haven't really thought about it.
And the reason they're doing it is because Calsabre's glass is heavier than cans, and so they're charging by the weight. They're working out the cost of shipping a case. A case of beer in bottles is clearly heavier than a case of beer in cans. So they decided to tax the weight of the beer to the tune of 6p for a 500ml, it's almost a pint bottle, or 4p for a regular 330ml bottle. This is just a stealth tax. It's a puritanical tax on fun, and once again, they dress it up as saving the planet, but it won't save anything, because you can bet your bottom dollar, Andrew, they'll simply pass this on to the customer.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's going to be a premiumisation. So in the same way that one of our favourite colas comes in a little 275ml bottle and we all pay a fortune for it in pubs, because there is something lovely about being pouring your beer or whatever, your wine from a glass bottle. And I think the wine industry is moving towards cardboard packaging, and if you've ever picked up a cardboard wine bottle, it's just a dispiriting moment in your life where you just
tramp.
It's not. I mean, I can get the eco credentials, I can get all this, but in terms of carbon and all this offsetting, I think, to be honest, I'll pay the 6p. I think we're just going to have to put our money in our pocket and go, we're going to pay it. We're not going to be told that glass is not the way forward, because actually the whole process of recycling it is seen across the world as actually being one of the best ways to deal with it. It seems wasteful to take a bottle, melt it down and do it again, but the Germans who recycle it, it doesn't work in the same way. That bottle's still being used again and again. It feels good, but you're transporting all of these empty bottles around. So the lorries on the German roads are full of empty bottles being taken around. So it's not good for the planet. So actually what we're doing, recycling these in the way we are, it's the right thing to do. Cardboard, tin, cans, I don't know. It's not. I don't think we're going to drink our Beaujolais out of a cardboard box. It doesn't feel right.
Well, I must confess, Andrew, when I go on the continent, I do sometimes look to the bottom shelf to get a nice bargain, the sangria that's in the squishy orange juice cans, and I associate that with a bargain. I don't mind if I know it's a bargain. I'm not buying a premium product in a cardboard box. And can I ask you a question from your Beer Master credentials? Is it true, I think it is, maybe it's psychological, that beer tastes better out of a bottle?
I think the technology behind cans is quite incredible, and it does keep it fresh. It keeps the light away from it. It keeps the temperature controlled. But there is something kind of amazing about just drinking out of a bottle, if it's a bottle of beer, or even just pouring it into a glass. Again, there's a whole ritual and process which 6p is not going to stop me from doing it. And I think the industry, it's hard, right? Because it's under pressure to keep costs down. All the costs are going up, and this I hope it's not the straw that's going to break the camel's back, but it just feels like it's the wrong thing at the wrong time for something that just doesn't need to happen. We need people to be thinking more positively about the industry, not am I going to pay more to drink out of a glass bottle?
Well, Andrew, the Beer Master Morgan, you're getting me all excited. I'm licking my lips here.
I'm thirsty too.
In anticipation of my first bottle of beer. Andrew Morgan, pleasure. And it's a shame you're not here at 6, but we've gone for a pint after the show. Absolute pleasure, as always.